Good evening, children. Loud and clear.
Good evening.
I said loud and clear. I didn't say shout and clear.
Good evening.
Good evening, please. Now, what is supposed to be doing? Now, which activity is supposed to do? I did something now. I have to do Act 4. Act 4. Okay. Stop laughing.
On line 260.
At 4.
Page 122.
Huh?
122.
No, page.
Page 1.
No, don't take page. Look at page different.
Act 1.
I want line.
260.
260.
Yes, ma'am.
Shylock, it's very true. Why is an upright judge? That's right.
Yes, I have them ready.
I have them. Where is it? At 14 by now.
Yes, ma'am.
So where is it?
Ma'am, it's very true. Wise and upright judge.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, so at the top and first.
Yes, ma'am.
In between I stop.
Yes.
How can I stop in between with that? I took two lectures for that.
Liners have basal solution.
Okay. Now, Shylock, this is very true. Oh, wise and upright judge. How much more elder art thou than your looks? He said, what you're saying is very, very true. That you're going to give me what the law has said, and you are a very wise judge, and you are much more wise than your age. For sure. Therefore, lay bare your bosom. So she's telling whom now? She's telling Antonio, get ready to get your bosom cut off. Shylock, his breast. So says the bond. Does it not, noble judge? Nearest his heart. Those are the very words. Okay? He's stating the situation, condition of the bond. Portia, it is so. Are they balanced here to weigh the flesh? I have ready. She said, yes, it says that you have to take 1 pound of flesh closest to the heart. Right. Have you got a weighing scale to measure the 1 pound of flesh? I have them ready. Portia, have by some surgeon Shylock on your charge to stop his wounds lest he do bleed to death? Have you kept a surgeon close by to see that his wounds don't bleed? Because he can bleed to death. You're not supposed to take his life. You're only supposed to take 1 pound of flesh. Have you kept a surgeon here? Shylock, is it so nominated in the bond? Has it been mentioned in the bond that I should keep a surgeon? Portia, it is not so expressed. But what of that? You are good. You do so much for charity. It's not mentioned in the bond. But what is there? Can you not do a little bit of charity to make sure that his life is not taken away? He doesn't lose his life. He only loses 1 pound of flesh, which you have very rightfully bought. Shylock, I cannot find it. It's not in the bond. It's not there in the bond, so I will not keep a surgeon. This is a new boy. Why so late? We missed such a lot. Now, Portia, come, merchant. Have you anything to say? What happened? Okay, they want the file. Okay, come, merchant. Have you anything to say? So Portia says, he says that, come on now, have you got anything to say? Antonio, but little, I am armed and well prepared. Give me your hand. Bassanio, fare you well. He says, I don't have anything to say, but I am armed with courage. I am ready to die. Come, Bassanio, give me your hand. Let us say farewell to each other. Grieve not that I have fallen to this for you. Don't feel sad that this situation has befallen me because of you. For herein fortune shows herself more kind than is her custom. It is still her use. So he said here, fortune is extremely kind to me. Now, what is fortune and what are the tricks fortune plays? Fortune is the Greek god, and she distributes her blessings on people, but she doesn't distribute her blessings sensibly. And fortune is always shown with her eyes bound. So she's giving gifts. She'll give you gifts, she'll give you gifts, she'll give everybody gifts. But she doesn't give the right gift to the right person. Means what? If she's made a woman very, very beautiful, she will give her the worst character. She'll make it her a woman who's footloose and fancy free, who has no morals. And if she has made a woman ugly, she'll give her a very virtuous character. In the case of Antonio, he says, for the first time, fortune has been correctly giving me my gift. What is the gift now? Antonio has lost all his money. Okay, so he's got no way and means to live, correct? So fortune is giving him his debt. So he's got no money, but she's giving him debt, and that will be fine. But if he has no money and she had given him long life, that would be unequal distribution of wealth, unequal distribution of gifts. So says here, fortune has, for the once in the lifetime, fortune has given correct gift to the correct person at the correct time. What is the correct gift? She's giving me debt. What is the correct time? Right now. When I have got no money. Correct. Then is a custom. It is still her use to let a wretched man outlive his wealth. Usually she lets an old wretched person, okay, to live much, much more than his wealth. Okay, to view with a hollow eye and drink it up. And that fellow is living without any money. He's so old, his eyes are hollowed, his forehead is all wrinkled. Such type of man, she gives very, very long life. Because he's got no money, she's given him long life. But that is her unequal distribution of gifts. But Syria is giving me my debt according to my poverty. An age of poverty from which lingering penance. Of such misery doth she cut me out. She's cutting me from all that misery by sending me death immediately. Commend me to your honorable wife. Remind me or remember me and talk about me to your respectable wife. Tell her the process of Antonio's death. Tell her how Antonio came across this death. Now he's telling about Portia, and Portia is already in the court. Say how I love you. Speak me fair in death. Tell her how much I love you. Speak fair of me when I am dead. And then the tale is told, bid her be judged, whether Bassanio had not once a love. And then you tell her the whole story of how we met, how I've given you tan man dancing by my flesh, by my heart, by my purse, I stood by you. Let her judge whether you, Bassanio, had once upon a time a man who loved you very much. And not once loved alone. Repent not you that you shall lose your friend. Yes, thank you. And you repent not that you pay your debt. Don't feel sorry that you once upon a time that you're going to lose a friend. Because I am not repenting and feeling sorry for losing my life for you. And to pay your debt. For if the Jew to cut but deep enough, I'll pay it instantly with all my heart. Because if the Jew, if he's taking 1 pound of flesh, he can make a superficial cut or he can make a deep cut. If he makes a deep cut, I'm very sure I will lose my life. Bassanio, Antonio, I am married to a wife which is as dear to me as life itself. I have married a woman who is as dear to me as my own life. But life itself, my wife and all the world are not with me esteemed about thy life, but my life, my wife's life, and every other life in the world is not important to me more than your life. I would lose all, sacrifice them all, here to this devil to deliver you. I would have sacrificed my life. I'll sacrifice my wife's life. I will sacrifice the life of the entire world to suit this devil over here. That is to suit this fellow. Portia, your wife would give little thanks for that. If your wife was here and she had to hear you say that you're prepared to give her life up for the sake of your friends, she will give you very little thanks. If she were here, but to hear you make that offer. If she was here to make this offer. Rational. I have a wife also. See this fellow. He has to open his mouth and talk nonsense. I have a wife whom I protest, I love, whom I say I love very much. I would she were in heaven. I wish she is in heaven. I wish she was in heaven. Otherwise, see the good sentiment. I wish she was in heaven. I wish she can die and go to heaven so that she can pray to someone powerful there to save you. That is the reason. So though he has put it very fluidly, okay, there is a reason behind that she goes to heaven before you and prays to a higher power to save your life. Good boy. She was in heaven, so she could entreat some power to change this Kurish Jew. Kurish Jew means this Jew who behaves like a dog. Kur means like a dog. I hope you people are writing your meaning down. Your pencil is not in your book, but it's on her body. What you 10th standard children are doing, I just don't know. You will repent for all this. You will repent for all this. When you don't get your 96 on 100 in English. Now, Erisa, this way you offer it behind her back. The wish would make else an unquiet house. So there is a thank God you're offering her life behind her back. Because if she was here, your home would make an unquiet house, meaning there would be continuous fight in your house if she hears you making this type of a promise on her behalf. Shalom. These be the Christian husbands. I have a daughter. These are the Christian husbands. See how they prepare to sacrifice the lives of their wife for the sake of their friend. And my daughter has got a married one Christian husband only. That's what she said. Would any of the stock of Barabbas have been her husband rather than Christian? I would wish her husband to be the stock of Barabbas. Who's Barabbas again? Rather than be the wife of a Christian. Now, who was Barabbas? Now, Barabbas actually was, during the time of Jesus, was a man with very ill repute. He was a murderer. He was a drug addict. He was a slanderer. He was a rapist. He did all the worst sins that law was against. Now, he was dragged and brought in front of Pontius Pilate along with Jesus Christ. Okay? Now, Pontius Pilate said, I don't find any fault in this Jesus of yours. And his wife whispered to him in his ear, do not have anything to do with the blood of this innocent man. So Pontius Pilate calls his servant, and with a basin, he literally washes his hands. I don't want to have anything to do with this Jesus. You do whatever you want to do. Now, that is why. That is why whenever somebody doesn't want to handle a typical situation, he says, Baba, I don't want to. They see he's washing his hands off like Pontius Pilate. That's an idiom. An idiom, that's the name. Now what happened is, so Jesus Christ was brought and Barabbas also was brought. So then Pontius Pilate said, on a day like this, one prisoner is to be set free. That is according to the Jewish rule. One prisoner is to be set free. Now, whom do you want to set free? Barabbas or Jesus Christ? So they said, set Barabbas free, but crucify Jesus Christ. But he said he has not done anything wrong. This man has destroyed. Never mind. Crucify him, set him free. So Shylock said, I wish my daughter had married someone like Barabbas rather than marry someone like a Christian who is prepared to sacrifice the life of their wife for the sake of the friend. I wish my daughter had to marry someone like Barabbas and not a Christian husband who is prepared to sacrifice his life, the wife's life, for the sake of a friend. Okay, had been a husband rather than Christian. So I wish Barabbas had to be the husband of my daughter rather than Lorenzo. It's trifle time, I pray the pursue sentence. So Shylock was saying, please, they're wasting time. They're trifling with time. Let us pursue with the sentence. Portia, a pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine. 1 pound of that merchant's flesh is yours. The court awards it, and the law does give it to you. Most rightful judge. And you must cut his flesh off from his breast. The law allows it, and the court awards it. Child, most learned judge, a sentence, come prepared, get ready for the cut. Portia, carry a wine, make a wine. There is something else. This bond does give thee here no jot of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. Then take that bond, take thou thy pound of flesh. But in cutting it, if thou dost shed 1 drop of Christian blood, their lands and goods are by the laws of Venice confiscated unto the state of Venice. You understood this paragraph now?
Yes.
You're supposed to take only 1 pound of flesh, not even 1 drop of water or blood that will come out on cutting the flesh. And if you take 1 drop of blood extra, all your lands, all your money will be confiscated and given to the state. Yeah. Russia. O upright judge, mark Jew, O learned judge. Remember, pay attention, Jew. This is the law. Shylock, is that the law? Portia, thy self shall see the act. Read the act. Read the paper. Okay, read the charter. For as thou urgest justice, be assured, thou shalt have justice more than you desire. But since you desire justice and justice alone, you will get justice more than you desire, you will get your justice. Gratiano, O learned judge, mark Jew, a learned judge. Shylock, I take this offer then, pay the bond price and let the Christian go. Okay, then he said, give me the money. Thrice the amount you're giving me, no, that you give me, and let this Antonio go. Let him go. Bassanio, here's the money. Bassanio wants to give him the money. Bassanio, here's the money. Portia, stop, wait, stop. The Jew shall have all justice. Stop, no haste. He shall have nothing but the penalty. The Jew has to get what he wanted. Only the penalty. Portia, the Jew, O Jew, an upright judge, a learned judge. Portia, therefore prepare thee to cut off the flesh. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less nor more. So be ready to cut off flesh. Don't cut 1 ounce more or 1 ounce less. Just 1 pound of flesh. But just a pound of flesh. If thou cuts more or less than just a pound, be it but so much as make it light or heavy in the substance or the division of the 20th part. Meaning, even if you 1/20th part of that 1 pound of flesh, if you take less or more, you will forfeit your property. Of 1 poor scruple, smallest amount, as small as a hair. Nay, if the scale do turn, but in the estimation of a hair, thou diest and all thy goods are confiscated. So you have to be so exact. 1 pound is 1 pound. No water, no blood, but only pounds of flesh. And not a difference as much as the weight and breadth of a hair. Gratiano, a second Daniel, a Daniel Jew, now infidel, has thumped thee on the hip. Now he says, a second Daniel, which is something I told you about the story of Daniel. A second Daniel, meaning again she is proving to be Daniel for the second time. Now infidel, meaning now you heartless person. Okay? Infidel means a heartless person, a non-believer, a non-Christian. I have thee on the hip. Now see what happens is, I have thee on the hip. I have thee on the hip. Now look at your body, children. The upper part of your body and the lower part of the body are supported by the hip. This hip joint is pretty strong. And if I have to attack an enemy, I will hit him on the hip. But if I hit him on the hip, he loses his balance and he falls down. I don't want to kill him. I just want to hurt him. So I won't hurt him on his head because it will show and it can create a problem. I don't want to hit him on his shoulder because again it can crack a bone and it will show and it won't give me the satisfaction that he's totally destroyed. If I have to destroy him and make him fall on the ground, hit him on this joint. With the result, till today, children, the Muslims do not eat the bone from the hip because in the Old Testament, Jesus and it was Jacob, they were not Jesus, God and Jacob, they were wrestling, and before God let Jacob to go to his father-in-law's house, he hit him on the hip. With the result, Jacob had a constant lip, the sciatica nerve, we say. Have you heard of the sciatica nerve? It is a nerve which is running from one end to the other end, and at times, if it is caught up in the vertebrae, it pinches so hard and it's very painful. And there's a constant limp. That limp Jacob had. So, with the result, Muslims, when they have their eat, they will not eat that leg of mutton, okay, because of the sciatica nerve. It all has got to do with the Old Testament. There's a lot of similarity between the Muslim religion and Old Testament Christianity, because that's why they say the Holy Land in Arabia is a seat of three very strong religions: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Three strong religions are there, have started, okay, at the Holy Land is a seat of all these three religions. So when you say Holy Land, it's not the Holy Land only of the Christians, not of the Muslims, but also of the Jews. And you find all the Muslims, the Christians, and the Jews all praying together. Have you been to the Holy Land? Who has been to the Holy Land? Mecca, Medina, have you been there? Is it right what I have said? Yeah? And you need a special passport to go to that particular to Jerusalem, Nazareth, very special passport to go to these places. Medina, Mecca, very different. Now, okay, Portia. Why does the Jew pause? Take the forfeiture. Portia saying, why are you stopping? Take your forfeiture. No, you want your pound of cash. Take it. No, don't waste time. Shylock, please give me my principal and let me go. Give me my 3,000 ducats and let me go. Bassanio, I have it ready for you here. Take it. Portia, he had refused it in the open court when we were giving it to him in the open court in front of everybody. He was so proudly said, I want my pound of flesh. So now, in front of everybody, let him take his pound of flesh because he refused to take this principal amount. We were giving him 10 times that amount. He shall have merely justice and he will have his bond. Graciano. Daniel still say I. A second Daniel. Okay? I thank thee, Jew, for teaching me that word. I thank thee, Shylock. I thank you, Shylock, for making me, your behavior is making me think of Daniel. Shylock, I shall not have barely my principal, so you are telling me to go away and you won't give me my principal. Array, you're not going to get your principal, you're going to get whatever you have also is only taken away from you. Because of your greed. Because we have come to know that your intention was to kill an honest citizen. Yeah, Portia, thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture. So to be so taken at thy peril. Peril means at the risk. You're supposed to take only the forfeiture at your risk. This means that 1 pound of that 1 drop of water and blood. Shylock, why then the devil give him good of it? Okay? Let the devil take him. I stay no longer question. I mean, I don't want to stay here any longer. And carry on with this, let the devil take Antonio away from there. Portia, tarry Jew, wait Jew. The Lord has yet another hold on you. The Lord has got another thing against you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice. If it be proved against an alien that by direct or indirect tends to seek the life of any citizen, if it can be proved by all of us here that a foreigner, alien is a foreigner. Why is he a foreigner? Because he's not a Christian. The whole of Europe was Christianity. Okay? Anyone not following Christianity, they were called infidels, they were called aliens, they were called pagans. So he said, if a pagan, you are a pagan, that is one thing against the law. Secondly, it can be proved that you have a direct or indirect intention to seek the life of a citizen. So you are trying to take, if it can be proved that you have the intention of taking away Antonio's life. Now, why are they so particular about Antonio? Why are they protecting Antonio? Because he's a Christian. Not only that, children, he was once upon a time a very rich merchant. If he was a rich merchant, he was paying his rich taxes. If he is paying the rich taxes, that means the government was benefiting from him. As today, the government is benefiting from Mukesh Ambani and Reliance. They are the ones that make and break the government. So also Antonio, when he was rich, he was paying his taxes. He was a respectable citizen. So you, a pagan, have no right to touch the life of a respectable citizen who is now facing bad days. Okay? We seek the life of any citizen, the party against which you don't subscribe, the person against whom you are plotting to kill, shall seize one half of his goods. So you are plotting to kill Antonio, so Antonio has the right to take away half of your goods, and the other half comes to the privy of the state, and the other half will go to the government, to the state. Because the government is spending so much of money to fight your case. Lawyers are brought from Padua, from here and from everywhere. So who will pay the expense? This half of your money goes to Antonio, half of it goes to the state. And the offender's life lies in the mercy of the Duke only against all other world. And the life, that is, his property is divided now. Half to Antonio and half to the state. But what your life? Your life depends upon the Duke. He's the lawyer, he's the judge. He will tell what we have to do with your life. Okay? Against all other voice. In which predicament I say now stand, meaning the Duke against everybody's wishes will make the final predicament. Okay? And you're standing there, for it appears by manifest proceeding that indirectly and directly too thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Down therefore and beg mercy of the Duke. So he says that, yeah. So you are standing now at the mercy of the Duke. Now, if the Duke can prove that your intention was to take away the life of this respectable citizen, it is up to him to decide whether he can take away your life. So best thing is kneel down just now here and beg pardon and beg for your life from the Duke. Let him spare your life. He will take away your property, but your life at least he can spare. Gratiano, beg that thou mayst have leave to hang themselves. Beg that the Duke gives you permission to hang yourself. To leave the court and you can go and hang yourself, okay? And yet thy wealth being forfeit to the state, thou hast not left the value of a cord, therefore thou must be hanged at the state's time. So he said, please beg the Duke to give you permission to go and hang yourself. But now all your property is gone. Half of it has gone to Shiloh, half of it has gone to state, to Antonio, and the other half has come to the state. So you will have no money to go and buy a cord to hang yourself. That also, he will make sure that the state buys a cord for you, gives it to you, and you can go and hang yourself. Otherwise, you'll have to pay the price for a hangman. So you go and do the hanging yourself. But we will give you, the state will give you the money to buy a cord because you got no money with you now. You, thou shalt see the difference of our spirit. Now you see the difference. What was your spirit? You were not prepared to forgive Antonio, but you see my spirit. I am prepared. I'll pardon thee life before you ask it. I am giving you your life. Even before you ask for it, I am pardoning you. For half thy wealth is Antonio's. The other half comes to the grand state. With humbleness may drive into a fine. So he says, half of it will go to the Antonio. The other half comes to the state. And half of that will go for your fine. Correct? So in other words, half goes to Antonio, half goes to the state, and half of that will go as a fine. Portia, half of the state, not for Antonio. So the half that goes to as a fine will be taken from the state half, not from Antonio's half. For the state, not for Antonio. It will be taken from the state side, not from Antonio's half. Shiloh, nay, take my life and all. Pardon not that. You take my life, you take everything. Don't pardon me. Because you're taking away all my money. Then what's the point of giving me life? How will I live? It's like taking away this big pillar. This is the load-bearing pillar. If you take away the pillar, the whole house collapses. So what's the point of keeping it? Take away the whole house only. Take away the whole building only because you're taking the main support. You've taken my main support, you've taken my money. So what's the point? Take away my life also. Okay? Nay, take my life and all. Pardon not that. You take my house when you do take the property. When you take the when you take away the load-bearing pillar, you have taken away my house. So when you have taken away my money, you have taken away my house, you have taken away my life, take it away. Okay? That thou dost sustain my house, you take my life, and you do take the means wherein I live. So when you've taken away all my money, you've taken away my home, and you've taken away my life. I don't want to live anymore. For sure. What mercy can you render him, Antonio? Now you tell me, Antonio, how can you give him mercy? What mercy are you going to give? Shiloh. Gratiano, a halter gratis, nothing else for God's sake. And Gratiano has to open his mouth. He said, give him a halter gratis. A halter is a neck collar to hang himself. Gratis means free of cost. Give him that neck collar free of cost. Let him go and hang himself. Antonio, so please my lord, the Duke and all the court, to quit the fine for one half of his good. I please the Lord, I please you, Duke, that half that you are taking from the state as a fine, please pardon him. Please pardon him. Don't take that money from him. I am content, so he will let me have the other half in use to render it upon his death unto the gentleman that stately stole his daughter. Okay, so he says, whatever half he is giving me, that I am going to give back to him so that he gives it to the man, that is Lorenzo, who married his daughter. Okay? Two things provided more. That's what his favor. But then two more things he has to do. He has to become a Christian. The other that he do record a gift, and that he makes a will. Record a gift means makes a will here in the court of all he dies possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. So when Portia asked Antonio, how are you going to forgive this man? What mercy do you have for this man? He said, I will ask you one thing. Pardon him of that fine. So that half of that half, which was supposed to be given to the state, let it be given back to Antonio. My half also let it go back to Antonio because he has to live. And then, okay, and let's go back to Antonio. Then, of course, the third part of it, he has to it has to go back to Shiloh. Okay. Thirdly, he has to become a Christian. And fourthly, all the two money, my money and the fine money, and whatever money he will have until he dies, he has to make a will and give it to Lorenzo and Jessica on his death. Okay. Q. He shall do this. But this is not ending only. Yeah. He shall do this, or else I do recant the pardon that I made pronounced here. He has to do this, otherwise I'll take back the pardon which I gave him. Portia, art thou contented, Jew? What does thou say? Shiloh, I am content. Portia, clap, draw a deed of gift, draw the will, draw the deed of gift, the will, where he is gifting his money to his daughter and son-in-law on his death, Shiloh's death. Shiloh, I pray you give me leave to go from here. I am not well. Send the deed after me and I will sign it. Duke, get thee gone, but do it. Go away from here, but see that you sign it. Gratiano, in christening shall thou have 2 godfathers. Had I been the judge, thou should have had 10 more to bring me to the gallows, not to the front. Now see, this christening is actually a religious ceremony which is performed by the Christians. You must be knowing about it. When a baby is born, after 40 days, the baby is dressed up in a white gown and taken to church. And there, in front of a very big container, there's holy water, and the priest will pour water on the baby and pronounce the baby's name very loudly. That is the baptism or the christening ceremony. Okay? All right? And then the baby becomes a Catholic, a Christian. Okay? So what he's trying to say is, at that time, The parents of the baby are there and the godparents. First, the godparents may be a close relative of the mother or close relative of the father. Those godparents are there. What do the godparents say? That they take responsibility of looking after this child in case something happens to the parents. Even if the parents are alive, sometimes the parents cannot see. But if this godparents see, then they have the right to correct the child and bring up the child according to the Christian faith. That is the duty of the godparents. Rashama said, you should not have 2 godparents, you should have 10. And those 10 godparents shouldn't take you to the baptismal font, to that big place where the water will be poured on it. They should be dragging you to the gallows to kill you. That was the anger of Gratiana, and then Gratiana usually talks nonsense. So this is it. Now, to bring me to the gallows and not to the font. Duke, sir, I entreat you home with me to dinner. The Duke is telling Portia, sir, I entreat you, I plead you, I request you to come to my home for dinner. Portia, I humbly do desire your grace of pardon. I humbly request you to pardon me this time. I must away this night towards Padua. I have to go tonight to go to Padua to tell Valerio about this particular situation. And it is week as presently set forth. And I am just now leaving and I am going to Padua. Is she going to Padua? No. Going straight to Belmont. You. Have you all done this in school?
Yes, we have completed Act 2. Act was completed Act 4.
Okay. You. I am sorry that your leisure served you not. I am sorry that you don't have the time to spend for me and have dinner with me. Antonio, gratify this gentleman. Antonio, give this gentleman something. Who is gentleman now? Portia. Give him something. For in my mind, you are much bound to him. Because in my mind, you owe him a lot. Exit. Okay. Bassanio, most worthy gentlemen, I and my friend have by your wisdom been this day acquitted. I and my friend Antonio this day have been freed from this bond and we have got our lives back. Okay? A previous penalty in lieu whereof 3,000 ducats due unto the Jew, we freely cope your courteous pains withal. So he said, I and my friend owe you a lot. So the 3,000 ducats, which I was supposed to give to Shylock, I am giving you as payment for all your hard work in setting us free. Antonio, and stand indebted over and above in love and service to you more. So not only is Bassanio going to give you 3,000 ducats, but I will stand by you, tan man dan say, whenever you want me, I will be there, standing you by my body, soul, and my money. Portia, he is well paid, that is well satisfied. He who is well satisfied has already got payment. And I, delivering you, setting you free, I am well satisfied. So I am very well paid. And therein to account myself well paid. My mind was never yet more mercenary. I did not come here to make money. Mercenary means to make money, to charge you. I came here to help some person who is in great trouble. She didn't say my husband's friend. She didn't say that because she's not supposed to disclose. I pray you know me when we meet again. Only I request you, when we meet again, I hope you recognize me. I wish you well, and so I take my leave. Bassanio, dear sir, of course. Dear sir, of course, I must attempt you further. So Bassanio said, dear sir, I must force you and make an attempt for you to accept something more from me. I force you to do it. Take some remembrance of us as a tribute and forcing you to take some token to remind you of this particular evening. not as a fee. Grant me two things. I pray you not to deny me and to pardon me. Don't take, I'm not giving it to you as a free, as a fee. I'm only asking you for two things. Don't say no to me and please pardon me. Portia, you press me hard and therefore I will yield. Okay? You force me too much. So I will agree to whatever to your plea. Okay? Give me your gloves and I will wear them for your sake. Antonio, please give me your gloves and I will wear them. I'll stop here, children. I will read from where I started. 260, no? 260. Up to here, you read. If you have had any difficulty, any word you can understand, ask me. I will explain to you and then we will go further. I will finish up this part at 4 today itself. Read. Are you understanding? That boy, are you understanding clearly? You, Mr. School? Okay. But why did you make it?
3 weeks ago, they got Three, 4 weeks.
What? What is that?
I was in another class, like another class. Yes. Opportunist for them.
Okay. Lucky fellow. You plan to make up all the last time, you lost the lecture with your miss.
Yeah, no, I'm taking extra lectures.
You asked for extra lecture, and then you give to you.
Yeah.
When? See, they may give you recorded lectures.
No, not recorded.
You're making it that way.
Yeah.
You ask for it in and you do it online. Online.
Yeah.
You present the form. Right now we have book here. Last step of it. That's your girlfriend? Oh. Your girlfriend's photo inside? Then? Come on, read. Ask one question, you have to answer and resources in time.
ये जो है ड्यूब दे रहा है, ये जो लिंक दे रहा है, स्टेट ड्यूब आप शेयर
You're not talking. I asked you to read. Here this girl comes to check this one. That is the extreme end of your bench. You two keep to one there. Yes, you. Far away. Keep to the X, keep your bags in between. Keep to the X.
Godmother is the parent of the child.
No, parents are parents.
Who's
Okay, what was Antonio's conditions when pardoning Shylock? What was Antonio's conditions while pardoning Shylock? Huh? Why? Why you don't know? I explained to you till my voice is hoarse and continues to explain it. You tell me, what were the conditions? That means you have wasted your 1 hour here. You have wasted your 1 hour here. Time is very precious in the 10th standard. You, this girl, tell me. Loudly, I can't hear. I'm deaf.
Whatever the child capabilities mind.
What?
I think you were saying pardoning.
Pardon me.
Pardoning. Pardoning.
Pardoning.
She heard pardoning instead of pardon.
Pardoning. Well, which word in English is that pardoning?
I don't know that.
I said pardoning. Pardoning. Come on, say it. One moment. Now, whose is his and his and his you're going on? That girl at the back.
Shiloh's property, which was given to Antonio, half of the property. Antonio said that we give that property back to Shiloh unless he converts into a Christian, and he has to set up a will that after his death, that money will go to his son and daughter, that is Lawrence.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'll come back and then we'll do the remaining and then we'll do some grammar. Very bad. Shade. Shade. We have finished treasure trove.
Yes,
So now only MOV is left.